Still in local news, signatures were obtained today for a petition to be submitted to the President protesting against the alleged supply of unclean drinking water to the residents of Haliala. Area residents charge that the water supplied by the Haliala Water Supply Board is not fit for consumption.
Signatures were obtained for the petition opposite the Haliala Divisional Secretariat. A coffin was also placed at the location. Last week, area residents marched to the office of the Haliala MOH carrying bottles containing contaminated water. Doctors confirmed that the water was not fit for consumption. About 95% of the samples we have received are not fit for human consumption and contain the E. coli bacteria. Also, there are a large number of contaminants in the water. These can be seen clearly. The water has a muddy color. We inquired from the Haliala Water Supply Board as to why contaminated water was being supplied to the people. An official said that water is distributed only after it is filtered and chlorine is added to it. He noted, however, that the water takes on a muddy color on rainy days. The Haliala Water Supply Board comes under the Bandarawala Water Supply Board. An official at this office told us that although contaminants can be removed from the water through the addition of chlorine, this does not remove the muddy color. Once again, we questioned as to whether feces could be mixed with the water that is being supplied to the public. Responding to this question, an official said that water is supplied from the Moretota Oya. He added that although there was a possibility of waste from surrounding houses mixing with the water, these impurities were removed through the addition of chlorine.
Police are investigating the disappearance of an employee at a television broadcasting centre in the Bandarawala area. The police media unit stated that a complaint was received that the individual had disappeared since last morning. Suspicions have arisen whether the individual had fallen victim to a wasp attack.
64 people stung by wasps on 4 different days last month in the Nuwara district. A woman dies after being stung by wasps in Dayagama. Incidents of wasp attacks reported every month. District Medical Officer Kotagala. When will the authorities act to protect people from danger?
Minister Mervyn Silva and UPFA Southern Provincial Councillor Ajit Prasanna seem to be on a confrontational course in the recent past. This was following the incident where Minister Mervyn Silva's son Malaka Silva allegedly assaulted an army major. Notwithstanding the confrontational politics, the two met face to face at an event in Bentota today.
Hair fall is a sign of weak hair. The solution, Pantene 3-Minute Miracle. Its Pro-V formula strengthens root to tip in 3 minutes for less hair fall. Pantene.
Welcome back to the news. Today is the 80th birthday of veteran educator R.I.T. Allas.
R.I.T. Allas, who made a name for himself in the education sector as the founder principal of D.S.A. Nanayaka College, Colombo, and as State Education Secretary, arrived at D.S.A. Nanayaka College this morning. This must be because he felt that there could be no better way than to celebrate his birthday with the students and school that formed such a huge part of his life. R.I.T. Alice, who commenced his professional life as a teacher at Royal College, Colombo, rose to the position of Vice Principal at the college in 1967. On the 10th of February that same year, he assumed duties as the founder principal of D.S. Senanayake College, Colombo. R.I.T. Alice also celebrated his birthday with students of Gateway International School in Colombo today.
1,500 rupees and can be purchased.
R.I.T. Alice, who functioned as Education Secretary from 1989 to 1993, is the founder of Gateway International School and also the chairman of the Gateway Group. He received his primary education at St. Aloysius College, Gaul, and secondary education at St. Anthony's College in Kandy.
And up next is a look at the newspaper cartoon of the day.
J.R. Richards, who served as a senior official at the Capital Maharaja organization, passed away last night. He was 65 years of age. Born on the 24th of August 1947, Richards was a product of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. He joined the Capital Maharaja organization in 1977 as a junior executive. J.R. Richards, who served as a factory director of Eslon Lanka, also served as a senior official in many group companies of the Capital Maharaja organization. His remains are lying at a private funeral parlour in Borella.
The chairman of the Vallavaya Pradeshya Sabha has charged that Minister Jagat Pushpakumara forcibly opened a store in the Vallavaya town which comes under the purview of the Pradeshya Sabha.
The chairman of the Vallavaya Pradeshya Sabha, Rohana Wanyarachi, says that following the recent opening of the Vallavaya supermarket, 36 stalls in the complex were distributed among vendors according to a tender process. He says that 2 of the remaining stores were provided to Satosa on a lease agreement. The chairman of the Vallavaya Pradeshya Sabha said that due to the failure of Satosa to make the necessary payments as per the agreement, one door of the store was padlocked by the Pradeshya Sabha. However, permission had been granted to Satosa to continue trading using another door. Last morning, Minister of Coconut Development Jagat Pushpakumara had arrived at the complex and removed the padlock. The chairman of the Vallavaya Pradeshya Sabha, who arrived at the location a short while later, directed an official to reseal the door. Abiding by the minister's orders, 2 officials from Satosa broke the padlock and opened the door. I have taken legal action in this regard. I hope to open it after the agreement is signed and the relevant amount is paid to the Pradeshya Sabha.
We attempted to make inquiries from Minister Jagat Pushpakumara regarding this incident, but these attempts were unsuccessful.
In other local news, according to official statistics, vehicle registrations in the country have dropped by 45% in September this year compared to the month of January. Registrar of Motor Vehicles S.H. Harishchandra points out that the registration of 3-wheelers, motorcycles and cars in particular had seen a steep decline.
At the end of September this year, the total number of vehicles registered in the country stood at 4,795,636, while 47,906 new vehicles were registered in September last year. Only 26,427 new vehicles were registered in September this year.
අඩුවක් දකින්න ලැබෙන්නේ කාර්, මොටර්සයිකල්, 3-wheel කියන වාහන තුනේ.
The decline can be seen in cars, motorcycles and 3-wheelers. The number of 3-wheelers registered dropped from around 12,000 in January to 8,000 in September. Motorcycles dropped from around 23,000 in January to 12,000 in September. New car registrations have dropped from around 4,000 to 1,500.
කියන්නේ 4,000 ගණන් වල ඉඳලා දැන් 1,500 විතර තත්ත්වයට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
Importers Association say that the reason for this sharp fall in registrations is the 200% tax increase imposed by the government on the 31st of March. On the back of this tax increase, the lethal blow for us was the depreciation of the rupee. Although the tax increase was 200%, in actual terms it is about 250%. The other problem is that it is increasingly difficult to obtain a lease because of the high interest. So sales have dropped sharply. If you take a vehicle like the Vitz, we normally sell it at around 2.7 million. But the new duty added about $1 million, and now it is being sold at 3.7 to 3.8 million. Consumers cannot afford this. Sales have decreased.